Hey there, I'm Truman.
I'm Sam, and we're reviewing Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere.
Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere tells the story of Bruce Springsteen releasing a new album that was very consequential in his music career. Before he became kind of a worldwide star, it was more when he was kind of gaining stardom still, but it's very, very closely tied to his dealing with depression and his love life. Now, Sam, what do you think about this movie?
I thought it was very interesting because it just focuses on such a narrow part of his life. It literally, I don't even know if it takes place over the span of a year, even. It really just focuses on the creation of this one album. But I did really like how it cuts to, like very short clips of, his, how do you, when he was younger with his father and, the abuse that he faced.
Flashbacks?
Yeah, the flashbacks, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't figure out the word. Yeah, thank you. But I did enjoy that. I did, enjoy that glimpse of, his past. But I did want to see more of that. What did you think?
Well, I think this movie, I think there's value to not falling prey to the kind of formula that exists at this point of musical biopics.
I say biopics, but I think it's biopics.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a formula to it. I think there is danger of falling into it, and I admire this movie for not falling into that trap. But I don't think it did anything better than that formula. I think it kind of, I felt like it didn't have any momentum. It felt like we just kind of were wallowing in the emotions that Bruce was feeling in the film.
Yeah, and I think I might have said this with the Smashing Machine review, but I did also feel the same way about this movie, where it did not need to be a feature-length film. It could have been a short film about this one part of Springsteen's life. There was a lot of the movie where it just felt like nothing was happening. It was just very slow-moving, and I guess that was maybe to create more emotional impact, but I did not feel that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And when I was a kid, I was a huge Bruce Springsteen fan, so I was really hoping, I was really hoping to see kind of I don't know, something that would make me feel something. And he does sing Born to Run at the beginning, and that did make me feel something. But then I didn't really feel anything ever again, if I'm being honest, because it just, I don't know, it didn't hit the right notes, music, to me, because I think it focuses far too much on, I think it just focuses too much on it's just a lot of him mumbling in his room.
Yeah.
You know, which is not to knock that, I'm sure it's part of the process, but anywho, what do you think about one thing I loved about this movie was the performances. Let's talk about some of the performances. Jeremy Allen White is the lead as Bruce Springsteen. Knockout performance, I'd say.
Amazing.
I could not forget it was him. I don't think I would have been able to do that, but I almost did, and that's a credit to his performance.
I mean, his singing is just incredible. I really don't think we got enough of that.
So I think actually some of the singing was him. I think some of it was dubbed over with actual Bruce Springsteen.
That would make sense, because I know that Jeremy Allen White himself, I don't think was a singer before this movie.
I don't know of his past history, but he was really good. I think he captured his vibe pretty well. I think he really he can express himself in those eyes. Those eyes are just a window to his soul, and he can make his soul whatever he wants. Meanwhile, we have David Krumholtz, who you may know as the child elf who's in charge of running things from the Santa Claus movie. He is kind of the old curmudgeon-y record producer in this movie, curmudgeon-y.
You're acting like he has a really, really big role.
He is a pretty big. I think he's the antagonist.
Role, I would have talked about Jeremy Strong first.
Well,
his role.
I guess you could talk about that. Sure.
I think that Jeremy Strong was really good as I believe he was Springsteen's manager in the film. I don't remember his name, but I think he did a really good job. And yeah, I feel like we didn't really see enough of that, but also the story focuses really a lot on Springsteen and his emotions compared to the other cast.
You know who we have seen enough of? Paul Walter Hauser, an actor who's had a banner year this year. He was in, I can't even count how many movies he's been in. He's in this movie too, if you were hoping to see more of him. And he acts as kind of Bruce Springsteen's friend.
Yeah.
He helps him. He gives him some inspiration. He gives him a little pep talk. And it's just kind of, I don't know. I guess I can see what it was trying to do, right? It's trying to give us a window into Bruce Springsteen's depression. It's trying to make us see how his emotions at the time and his past, a lot of stuff about his past and his history with his father and all that, and how his past kind of influenced this new album. But I feel like they had it and they kept building it on it, and then they just kind of dropped it and the movie was over.
I will say the one scene with his father that really, I think, had an emotional impact on me was a present day one, not one of the flashbacks where it was in the bar and he has to get his dad and he has to fly all the way to, I think it was LA
Yeah, it
or
was
somewhere
LA.
in California.
It was LA, yeah.
Yeah, to like take care of him, and it's kind of like these parts of his past never really left him, and
Yes.
that had an emotional impact on me.
I don't remember the name of the actress who played Bruce's girlfriend in
Yeah.
this. I cannot remember that right now. She was also pretty good. I
was
think
good.
she played this kind of, she's swept off her feet by Bruce Springsteen, a very handsome guy, but and then she's kind of falls victim to what he does to, everyone, because he feels like he can't provide for a family, so he kind of leaves her by the wayside and leaves her kind of struggling emotionally. So it's a lot of emotional struggle in this movie, a lot of emotional turmoil. What did you think about the cinematography in this movie? I think there were some beautiful shots.
I think there were some beautiful shots as well. Yeah, I think that the scenes of him performing were very beautiful, especially Born to Run.
Yes.
Like when he's on stage. I think that was an amazing opening.
I think so
to the
too.
movie.
If you like big, wide, very, very dramatic shots of a car driving through the open countryside, you are in luck for this movie because that happens maybe every 2 minutes. And it's always to or from that one house. But I think we talked about the cinematography. Last thing I'd like to mention is kind of the little piece at the end where we move back to New York City. He moves out of this house. One thing I really liked about the movie, I always like to watch the process of a song being made in a movie, and I think there was a section of this movie that was very primarily based on like him making the song and like restoring it from like how he wanted it originally recorded in his basement. It's a whole thing. I won't get into it, but that was really cool. I think they did that really well.
Yeah.
But all that being said, Sam, what did you think about this movie out of 10? No decimals, you know the rule.
Of course. Honestly, I was going to give it a 5 at first, but I feel like that's just too low. I feel like this movie is good, and the performances really drive the movie. It's just that there's just so much nothingness in between with like the story.
Right.
So maybe I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6.
I'll give it. I'm gonna give it a Springsteen 6 as well. It was pretty good. I didn't hate it, but it didn't sweep me off my feet. So that'll do it for us at Review Crew today. Check out other reviews and check out other shows in OTN. I say that every time now. Catch you back next time.
Thanks for watching.